Hare Rama Eva Kevalam Kalo Nasti Kalo Nasti Eva Gatyam Yataha. In this age of Kali, Harinam, 3 times. Repeated is the only way, this age of Kali. To understand Lord Hari. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna himself, appeared in the form of a devotee. And he is mentioned as the hidden avatar because he wants to enjoy what he cannot enjoy in the transcendental plane. He wants to enjoy or wants to experience the ecstasy of the devotees, of his devotees. So he, in a hidden way, he is Krishna, he is Radha Krishna in one, and he appeared in this material world to experience the separation, the feeling of separation, the pralamba. In Bengal, in Navadviptam, it was some very short, few lifetimes ago that we are seeing the effect of his coming to this world. He not coming alone. Krishna always troubles or comes when he appears in this material world. In the with his associates, those who are also members of the spiritual world. He is not with ordinary peoples, ordinary materialistic peoples. So all what happened in his short lifetime in this material world, this is a pastime of Supreme Lord. But this pastime, it is going on because he is called Yuga Avatar, means he brings the process of the chanting of the holy name in most powerful way of attaining the Lord's lotus feet again in his eternal abode. So nowadays we see all over the world, they know Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. They are chanting all over the world name of Krishna. Of course, it is for those who are materialists, they do not like to hear. So he also many enemies, but they are waking up. The mercy of the holy name is so powerful that even demons become pure devotees. Like in his pastimes, when he was here, Jai and Vijay become Jaga and Madhai. They were sons of Brahmanas. In Navadip, in these pastimes, they behave like thieves and robbers and very nasty activities. They perform there, beating others, stealing their money, and all kinds of sinful activities they perform. This belongs to the pastime of Lord, because Jai and Vijay, or Jaga and Madhai, they are eternal associates of the Lord in reality. But for his pastimes, for manifesting his pastimes, they appeared as so-called thieves. So at the end, both of them surrendered to the Lord and become very, very great devotees also. They built a god on the Ganga. They are caring for the people who took part in the Ganga there. So this was one of his pastimes, and very beautiful other pastimes we can read in Chaitanya Charitamrita. We can also read Chaitanya Bhagavata. Those who heard from first. And Mahaprabhu would not appear alone. He appeared with his brother Balaram in this world. Nityananda Prabhu, Nitai Gaura. So they were living like brothers together. And he manifested many beautiful pastimes. Nityananda is especially known as his most merciful. Gauranga Mahaprabhu, even more merciful than Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So these wonderful pastimes started, and they predicted for 10,000 years, according to our time calculation. It will be like Satya Yuga. The chanting will increase, and there will become more and more. The planet will be purified, and people will turn to the Lord, and it will be heard all over the planet, all over the universe, the holy name of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is the founder, and we are those who are surrender to the Lord, who follow his orders, and who get association with pure devotees. Sadhus, who are also not ordinary. In our line, they are also coming from the transcendental plane. All of them. They are eternal members of the spiritual plane of eternal associates of Lord Krishna. And especially in our line, we are supposed to be followers of Rupa Goswami. So Rupa Nugas, who are following Rupa Goswami, who was in his original, or who is his original form in the transcendental world, Goloka Vrindavan. He is Rupa Manjari. All others who are coming in the line most are Rupa Nugas, follower of Rupa Goswami, who was very close to Mahaprabhu. And he is the authority, main authority, also included the other 5 Goswamis. Rupa Sanata Bhatta Raghunatha Siji Gopal Bhatta Dasa Raghunatha. They brought the highest understanding for those who are sincere, who want to go back home, to enter the pastimes of Goloka Vrindavan, pastimes of Lord Krishna Radharani, and pastimes of Braja. And there is not such a thing as birth and death, old age, disease. All these things are absent. They do not know these things. This is the Lord's eternal pastimes. So by realization, by understanding, by following the orders of our acharyas and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we are able to also attain such a plane, and we may not be afraid of anything in this world, because we can realize that we are not belonging to this mundane plane, this material plane. It is called the plane of ignorance, Dhammaguna. Everybody identifies with his mind, with his body, with his country, with his family. And in this way, we become conditioned. So just by the mercy of this Mahamantra, what he brought us, we can get free. And how many we are chanting this Mahamantra on beads, 108 beads, every bead one mantra, every day we chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We should chant as many rounds we can do. So those who are real, sincere, they're chanting constantly. They can chant in their mind. They chant as a sadhana, chanting as many rounds as possible. Because as soon as we forget Krishna, Maya will enter, or illusion, ignorance will enter our mind, and we will act according to the laws of this material nature. Action and reaction. This is the world where we are living. Not knowing that this is a world for those who have turned their head away to their personal enjoyment. They are not understanding in the material world. Enjoying in the spirit material world means illusion, temporary. It's not real enjoyment. So, by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, we are going on, and by the mercy of a real sadhu guru, we may attain one day this transcendental plane. And even if we are living in this body now and identifying with the body, with country, with family, with all these things, if we go on chanting the holy name, what is so powerful, mantra, it is called a Mahamantra, then we will slowly, step by step, will become purified. And we will see the real sadhus, those who are coming from the transcendental plane. And we will be we will realize that actually these are my real friends. They, by their mercy, we can understand. It is not a theoretical vision. It is practical. It is reality. It is much more reality, or much more real than this life, what we sing now, where we are living. This is illusion, tamaguna, maya it is called. Maya means not this. This is not our real position. But we have separated ourselves from the Lord. We have not developed faith in Him, that He is the doer, He is the controller, He is the creator, He is the enjoyer. He is everything. He is everywhere, and He is everything. So, all these things can be realized by every simple person, living being, person, especially human. They are most favorable. And they also can benefit even plants and animals, because they are also souls, Atma. So, we are very fortunate to be born in the Kali Yuga, such a short time after Krishna himself, Lord Chaitanya, appeared in this world, just about 500 something years ago. So if you want experience real happiness, real ecstasy, and real love, and reality, then we should try to chant the name of Krishna, Hare Krishna, all the time. So we should start beginning by, that is, chant regularly for a few rounds on the beats every day. When one gets initiated, one should chant at least 4. But those who want more sincere, go up. They increase their number. And chanting on the end means continuously chanting Krishna Nam. Krishna Nam, Krishna, Krishna Nam, Nami. There's no difference between Krishna and Krishna Nam. He manifests through his Nam. This is this realization we must, and we have such sadhus who have realized and who are practicing like this. Trinadapi sunijena tarodapi sahishnuna manina manadena kirtaniya sudohari. If we want to chant continuously, then we have to follow the order of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If you want to chant Kirtaniya Sadhaka, Kirtan means speaking, chanting about the Lord. You must become more humble than a blade of grass. We are not humble like blade of grass. We are in this material world. Everybody wants to be the leader, the king, the doer, the enjoyer. And for this he is risking so much. Just gets the fruit of his activities. And this is birth, disease, old age, death. So Trinadapi Sanijana, Tarodapi Sahishnana. To become more tolerant than a tree. To become more tolerant than a tree. Whatever may happen, it happens. So we have to learn to tolerate, because we cannot escape old age, birth, disease. How you want to overcome this? No, everybody will experience old age. How can you stop it? Death. So we have to become very tolerant. More tolerant than a tree means a tree never complains if you cut a branch from him or you cut the whole tree. He will not protest. Whatever may happen. This is a very important point. And what is the next is we should respect everyone, all living beings, whoever they are, because Krishna is sitting there in the heart of all living beings. And we are all spirit souls. We are not matter. All living beings, they are spirit, soul, living in the body. And That's because we give respect to all living beings. Maybe good from the material point or bad, doesn't matter. He sees everything same, pure devotee. And when we develop such a faith in the Lord, we don't have to fear anything, because He is controlling and He is caring and He is the protector of His devotees. This means if we want to become devotee, real devotee, then we should not be afraid of anything, because Lord Himself cares for His devotees. And the devotees always feel connected with the Supreme Lord. He is never separated. All the time, because nothing exists outside of Him. Whatever you see in this material world is all comes from Him. It is Him. Even matter, it is given, it is manifesting from the Lord, so that we can, if we have desired, enjoy separate from the Lord. We fall into this trap, then we are facing death and birth. And so He's everywhere, He's everything. There's nothing outside of Him. So this means Krishna Chaitanya. Krishna conscious. To be always conscious of Him. How can you be conscious of Him all the time? When we become more humble than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree, and give respect to all living beings, whatever may happen. If the Lord wants us to die, who can protect us? If the Lord wants to protect us, who can kill someone? Nobody. It's everything under the control of Supreme Power, Supreme Lord. And the fourth was, we should not expect that everyone should respect ourselves. This is poisonous. This is materialistic thinking. This is, you cannot understand Krishna. You have no idea, when we have this attitude, why they do not respect me properly. This is Maya, illusion. As long as these desires are there, we are not able to understand spiritual life. Krishna will not show Himself. But if we become purified of this and understanding, we are just insignificant, nothing in the whole creation. What we want our own heaven or spiritual world where I am the king. This is imitation. We imitate Krishna. But in reality we are nothing. We are nowhere. We are insignificant. And to such persons, such devotees, the Lord Himself will appear, and these devotees will experience the whole life, even in this material world. And this is a pastime of Lord also. He is the enjoyer of all joy, of all pleasure. He is the enjoyer. If you take it, you have to pay. This is karma. And that's because we saw in the senior Vaishnavas, they are always chanting the holy name. Our Guru Maharaj constantly chanting. I had a little association. I'm driving in to different places to make programs, make spiritual programs. I heard he chanting all the time. He not chanting loudly. Sometimes, yes, but even in the mind, he's chanting constantly. And in the last years in Vrindavan, he was sitting outside in the temple and looking at Seva Kunj. He never went out without beads. He always carried around his neck and chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Ram, Krishna has no difference. When we chant purely chanting is very rare. When we chant, then we always, our mind is traveling the whole universe. We have so many enemies, so many I and my thinking that we cannot make peace in our mind. Is everything Him? And we have to learn to tolerate as it is. Everything will happen. We cannot run away from nothing. Because He is everywhere, He is everything. We have to develop a universal consciousness. We are living in a small universe, there's a border, don't step over this. No, this is Maya, illusion. We're living in our world. I am doing the right thing and others do wrong. This is the first mistake we are doing. Everybody does according to his. And the devotee is not seeing these things. He tries to harmonize. Because Krishna is everywhere. He sees Krishna everywhere. And everything moves according to his will. So why should he change? Why should he come down to the level of he's doing wrong, he's making mistake? But the devotee wants to teach others to chant the holy name, to understand what is our real nature, the eternal living beings. And we have to teach, but we have to be very careful. We are teaching not the material body. We are not seeing the material body. We are seeing the spirit, soul, the spirit in the living beings. And this will... You're going for a Pujari? Very good. So is there any question or any comments? Hare Rama eva kevalam, kalo nasti, kalyo nasti eva gati anyataha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please all chant the name. Try few minutes. 1, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and increase. Name is everything. Name is Krishna. Then your consciousness will break out from this conditioned state where we are in now. We are achintya beda beda tattva. We cannot separate ourselves from God. We are one with Him, and achintya beda beda tattva means very difficult to understand. We are one with Him, and at the same time also separated. In reality, we cannot separate from Him. We can only separate when we come covered by ignorance, dhammaguna. So this is in our hand. How did we come to this world? By our desire. We want to separately enjoy from the Lord and want our own universe, our creation. Yes, you can have it. Now we are sitting here and experiencing the material world. How can we get out from this? When we desire, and our desire becomes sincere, everything starts there. Mind, first appears in the mind the desire to enjoy, then everything becomes more and more gross. Now we are sitting in this flesh, most gross element, body, and thinking we are the Lords, I know everything. This is Maya. Now we must decide. I want to know who I am, where I am coming from, where I am going to. Where is my real home? This place in this world, for sure not. Because you have to leave, and it is not under our control. Birth, disease, old age, death is not under our control. We try to become God, scientists. What we are creating, how to get destroyed more fast. They're expert in making weapons, all kind of things to kill each other. This is the result of our life in this material world. And it is a circle. It comes and goes, comes and goes. You must history, you must study. That every 70 years or something, some find out, there always again happen war, then sometime peace, they become humble, simple, because they have destroyed each other. And then they become all kind of madness comes in the people nowadays, you know. They are getting crazy. and they cannot satisfy their senses, so everything becomes perverted. No, it's not the place for us, for our sense gratification. It's the place to learn. We have to learn from birth, disease, old age, and death. This is the result of our desire. That's because we are here. It is a school. And one day we will ask ourselves, there must be something more. This is the beginning. And then information will come. It works like this. So, time is over. If no question or comments, everything clear. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Sri Gurudev Nitya Leela Pravishtam Vishnu Par Brahmahamsa Acharya Stodham Sri Srimad Bhakti Vaibhav Bhuri Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Nitya Gaur Premanandi Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Cha Patitang